We're going to go over a SlapJax project that will sharpen and test your data science and data analyst skills. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and check out our other services. But remember, as a data scientist and analyst, make sure to research first before you ask any questions. This is a good practice to keep in mind.
In this video, we will talk about the basics of Excel. First of all, Excel is a spreadsheet program from Microsoft for business applications. Now, some things you will learn about Excel are learning how to enter data, navigating through it, saving, creating formulas to solve different problems such as math calculations, making different charts such as pie charts, line charts, and others. Alright, if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out. Alright, now let's go ahead and go to an Excel spreadsheet for our first example. Okay, now here you can see a data set of employees right here. Now these employees are getting paid with different hourly wages while working on different hours of the week. We want to figure out how much each employee gets paid each week. Now in this data set, we want to resize them so you can see all of the values in each column. All you have to do is drag your cursor here and click it and adjust accordingly. Okay. Double click all these just in case. Okay. All right. Now time for the formulas. To calculate how much each worker receives from the hours they've worked, all we have to do is click on a blank cell on the spreadsheet right here and type in an equal sign to tell Excel that you want to use a formula. Now, above you can see a box with the same equal sign as the cell. This box is called the formula bar. This is where you can do all your formulas in, such as multiplication, division, subtracting, finding the ranges, etc. Now, going back to figuring out how much each worker gets paid. Simply put a parentheses after typing the equal sign and click on one of the numbers in the hourly wage column. Right here. So D2. Now type in the asterisk symbol to represent the multiplication sign and click the number in the hours worked column that corresponds to the cell that we just clicked, which is the hourly wage. Okay, now close the parentheses and then press on enter. Okay, now let's just resize this. Here you can see the results after we multiplied both numbers from each cell. All you have to do is autofill that one so that it'll just fill out all the other ones. Okay. Now, if it doesn't show up like that, you can always drag it down just to fill it all in, just in case that box didn't appear. Okay. Now, if you want the total amount calculated, simply click on the blank cell just below the paid column and then type in the equal sign with the word sum. Okay, now put a parentheses. Now since right here it's saying we want to drag this one so that it'll get the sum for all of these. Okay, now resize them again to get $10,051. All right, now there you'll see the total. Now if you want to find the largest or the maximum value from a column, again, let's say for this column right here, type in right here, type in an equal sign and the word max. Okay, now inside these parentheses, of course, you can just go ahead and press enter. Now here you can see the maximum value of a column, which is indeed right here. Okay, all right, now what if we want to find the smallest value from a column? Okay, now type in an equal sign and the word minimum. Right? Now again, just click on enter for that. But of course, you can always drag it along this one, just in case the box doesn't pop up, but it usually does, so you don't really have to worry about that one. So here you can see that the minimum of this whole column is $210. Right? Now, let's say we want to find the average of this column. Again, click on a blank cell and type in an equal sign with the word average. Okay, now put the parentheses. Again, we can just click on enter for this one. Okay, now here you can see that the average is 386.58. All right, next formula, we're going to talk about an if formula. It means that it'll return a certain value you want if something is true, and another value if something is false. Now, in this example, we want to know how many hours each employee worked overtime right here. Now, click on the blank column below the overtime hours column to put all those hours in and type in the formula equals and then the if. Now, inside these parentheses, you'll click on a value from the hours worked column and then type in a greater than symbol after. Okay, now we want to know if they worked over 30 hours or not. So type in a 30 after the greater sign or greater than symbol. Okay, now next type in a comma and then click the value again, which is this one, and then subtract it by 30. This is only if the value is more than 30 hours. Now, if the value is not over 30 hours, type in a comma and then a 0. So it'll show that it's a 0. Now close the parentheses and click on enter. There we go. Click on enter. Okay? All right. Now, this right here, this shows the amount of hours each employee has worked over the minimum hours, which is 30 hours. Next, we want to find the total amount of each of them will receive based on their extra hours. So right here. Now, click on a blank cell, which is this one, and then type in equal sign, 0.5, and the asterisk. Then click on one of the values that includes the hours worked multiplied by the overtime hours. So right here. Okay, now click on enter and then again just click on this one. Here you'll see that the amount you need to pay your employees for the extra hours are here. Okay, now their total pay will be determined by using the sum formula again, but of course we don't really need to do that anyways. But so yeah, next up we want to make different types of charts such as line and pie charts and others. Okay, now let's just use this data that we just made. So yeah, let's just use this data to make our charts. First, click on the insert ribbon and then hover your mouse to this chart to see the different charts available. Okay, so right here you can see that there's multiple charts available for you to use. Now for this we want to use a pie chart. Click on this one. Hold on. All right, there we go. Okay, now we want to use the pie chart. Right here you can see all the different colors for each employee. Okay, each employee has worked the hours, overtime hours, and then the pay with extra hours. Okay, now what if we want a line chart for this one, since a pie chart is kind of complicated to read. So yeah, there are line charts right here. You can just boom. Okay. All right. It automatically replaces our pie chart from before to a line chart. All right. Now that's it for the examples for now. Those are the basics of Excel. If you do have any questions or anything that you want to comment, please reach out. Thank you.